Hello, my name is David, or sometimes Laserbeat I guess, and I'm going to show you guys how to do 4-op snares in Adlib Tracker. This is not a beginner's tutorial for Adlib Tracker. It assumes a bit of knowledge of FM synthesis and a fair amount of knowledge of Adlib Tracker, and I really hope that people other than me and maybe Oxygen Star find this useful. It's not a perfect 4-op snare, but it's a good starting point. I'm just going to give you a little preview to let you know what it sounds like when it's finished. Not perfect, but if you've used Adlib Tracker before and you've had experience with the kind of 2-op style snares, they sound a little bit thin, a little bit papery, a little bit weak maybe. So I'm just going to turn off channels 1 and 2, and then show you how to make this from scratch. Also, I'm not an expert with this, so I'm probably going to screw it up at least once. So we're going to look at channels 3 and 4. As you can see at the moment, there's nothing going on there, and these guys are not linked as these two are. Hit Control F, which really intuitively takes you to the song variables thing, and we want to link 3 and 4 in 4-op track extension. There you go, they are now linked. Also, we're going to be using instruments 3 and 4, so we want to put in 3 here for operator 3, instrument number 3, and this is going to be 4. You want to just drop down an octave quickly, so press Control 3 will drop you the octave, and then you can hit the C3. And this, obviously, number 4, I'm just going to quickly check that that's going to wrap. Yeah, so you can see they're now trying to play, but at the moment nothing is happening. Control I will take you to the instrument editor. We're going to call this op. Oh, sorry, these two instruments are currently turned off. That was just the demo I did at the start. We're going to call this op 1 and 2. Jet down here. We're going to call this op 3 and 4. And I'm just going to quickly race through this because I've only got 10 minutes to get it into YouTube because I can't edit video. Press Tab. This will take you to the carrier slot for the first operator that we're going to look at. I'm not going to talk about the different instruments, I'm just going to talk about it as operators because otherwise I'm going to get confused as hell. Well, let's start it playing so we can hear what's happening. Okay. Control I, instrument editor, tab. Set your attack rate to F, you can probably hear maybe a little click. Decay rate to 5. Sustain level to 1. Release to B. I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not, but there is a little bit of sound happening here. We want a sine wave for this one, and we want feedback strength of 7. And also, this is important in a minute, we want the connection type for FM. And also we want the multiplier set to 1. Now you can probably hear a little bass tone, maybe. Let's jet straight on, get to the modulator for the get to op 2, which is the modulator for operator 1, or it will be in a minute. This one, you want the multiplier set to 0, which is what it's at now, and we want a square wave. The sound's going to change a bit now, so this is really simple. F, 1, F, F. So for the moment, that's what we want our first two operators to be doing, which is just great. Okay, we're going to move on to operator 3 now, so to get to that you need to press escape, go down to instrument number 4, press tab, and we'll get into the editor again. This is actually editing operator op 3 and op 4 now, so this is op 3, this is op 4. It's a bit weird, a bit confusing, I know. Also, I need to kind of make a confession. I don't really understand what I'm doing. I spent a while digging around with it and got a decent snare, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. Okay, we want the carrier here set to F1FF. And again, sounds slowly getting to a snare-ish type shape, perhaps. There's going to be a couple of changes coming now. We want to change this to... Oh, sorry, we want a sine wave again. We want to change the feedback. And also, we want to change the additive synthesis here. If you look at, press F1 quickly and page down a few times, these are the different connection types that you've got. The first two are if you're only using two operators, there's only two connection types. Here you get down to FM-FM connection. What we're doing is FM-AM, which is two modulators, two carriers being mixed together with feedback on the first one. So actually, yeah, the feedback on this operator might be redundant. Oh well, it's all still good fun. This is, I think this gets a bit horrible and noisy, but we want to change the mult to 6. And again, you can hear a bit of a change here. We've got a little pop, little bass tone, so we're getting closer to the snare. Okay, hit return, get to the modulator, slot for the next one. We want the multiplier 0, and... Hang on a second, did I miss a step? Ah, I did miss a step, but we'll go back and we'll correct that in a second, it's no big drama. Okay, this is going to start changing things quite a lot. This is going to get... actually, I'm going to do the attack last, because otherwise it's going to be a horrible, horrible noise. So decay 5, sustain 2, release of 8, and so yeah, when you put in the attack, you can hear the snare sound come together. There's one more change that we need to make. I should have done this earlier. Go back to your second operator, which is the modulator slot for the carrier for the first operator. You want to change the output level down a little bit. You can get quite a lot of variation on the snare sound just by modifying the output level of operator 2. And again, this snare, it's far from perfect. This is more kind of intended as a bit of a starting point for people to kind of figure out their own snares, just get some idea of how the 4-op thing works, hopefully come up with something better and let me use it. But yeah, this is the very, very beginnings of the snare. If you press F7, turn it off for a second, you can change the pitch to C4. Oh, sorry, I changed the instrument number as well. This should be instrument number 4. Okay, let's try that again. So if you move to an octave up, you get a slightly different sound. Stop that again. And oh, right, I get it. Hang on. Press Control. If you move... Hang on a second. Okay, I'm going to have to do this a slightly messy way. Here you'll get, again, a slightly different sound at an octave up. Then you can go back into your instrument editor, and then you can change your output level, which will, again, modify your sound a little bit. This is maybe more of a kind of tom sound than a snare sound. But hopefully that's a useful starting point. Let's turn that off. Okay. I appreciate that really isn't a very useful tutorial for a lot of people, but Adlib Tracker is really, really interesting, and snares are one of the most difficult things for it. Not an expert, but I hope this gives you guys somewhere to start, and if you get any more information, please let me know and share it. Thanks very much for listening. Bye-bye.